So I decided to purchase a 2007 Honda Fit not too long ago. You guys are probably asking, why Honda? Why a Honda? Well, this particular Honda right here, for those who don't know, for the first, second gen models, these cars have the most rigid chassis manufactured by Honda. And that is why they dominate in the second class. It don't matter. I mean, you can floor this son of a gun going into turns. It just handles really, really well. I've seen so many Honda Fits cruising around here in the Chicagoland area where I'm located from, and it seems like everyone that either owns a Honda, I believe they're doing the right choice of owning one in 2023. When cars nowadays have transitioned to EVs and all these Teslas, electric vehicles, that you still got to charge up at the end of the day, going a range of 450 miles on a good full charge. I'll take a Honda any day that's averaging 35 to some I've heard with the newer models going to over 40, 45 miles to the gallon. I'll take that. I'll take that any day. And I'll take it also in a manual model. But unfortunately, not too long ago again, I purchased this 2007 red Honda Fit. It is absolutely stock when I purchased it from this original seller on Facebook's marketplace, and you guys can take a comment and guess down below exactly to see how much I paid for it. But obviously there were things that the previous owner neglected to either maintain or have fixed, repaired. I'll include a quick little list here. Beginning first with the windshield had a crack. Paid that for $18. I know glass materials have gone up also with inflation due to this pandemic. I also had to upgrade all front and rear struts. So this was all done in a week. After purchasing the vehicle, went straight to the DMV, got the paper documents all transitioned into my ownership. 3 days later, had that windshield replaced. Same following week, decided to go find some aftermarket wheels because the tires and the wheels that was originally onto the vehicle that were stock, I didn't like it. So I got these Koenig, I think they're 15 by 7s, 15 by 8. Obviously they're 4 by 100, and they are at 205, 50 by 15s. They're practically the Nitto Gens, same one as what I purchased also for the Miata. So what do you know? And that was already all in a package from a seller on Facebook's marketplace. The car also needed an alignment. The steering wheel was off left. So after doing the struts all around, I did get an alignment done. I'm still leaning towards getting a Mako job just for the paint, the body, whatever little things they can fix here and there. I'll pay for that. It's the winter season, and I don't feel like taking apart any of those panels or anything else and doing it all indoors. That's just too much work. I've done it before and not doing it again. So we're doing the struts right now, and as you guys can see, I got my own little mini heater over there. Try and do some work here with the rear struts, and man, it's colder here in Chicago. I'm sure maybe later down the road I'm going to go for some aftermarket coilovers, but for now I want that practicality and conventional, economical, driving experience with what this Honda Fit, has to offer. The paint job, oh my God, I cannot understand why Honda can't just get a great paint that was specifically for this model. I forgot what the exact what the word is, the phrase for this particular red, but it's disgusting. It fades. If you guys have a red Honda Fit, either the first gen, I'm guessing primarily was the only generation that had this particular issue. Reds were known for this one. They fade. They turn into pink. So I've already bought plenty of. I've done the prep work already, pretty much, with having to do the full detailing, clay barring, and polishing, and also as well the buffing, pre and everything. And I still can't get it to damn, OEM brand new spec look. I think eventually I'm gonna go, save a couple of dollars and just have a Mako job. But the car has 140,000 miles. I purchased it with 138,000 miles, so I put a couple good miles onto it already with the stated repairs that needed for it to be roadworthy. So what you can see physically with this car in person, I mean, it's eyesore through certain parts, including the front bumper, the rear bumper. There's a little dent in the hatch. But other than that, everything is still original. Clean title, of course. It is an automatic, and I'm okay with having an automatic vehicle. Something that I just want to get a part for the Miata, for the truck, running errands, just quick in and out, that's it. I did have the opportunity to also test out a manual model, but I mean, the mileage for the price budget that I was looking for, a lot of the manuals wasn't into that budget that I was looking for certain mileage also, and the condition of that vehicle. So I was very picky during that time when I decided to purchase a Honda Fit. I will probably consider selling this one and save a couple and do purchase another one available out there that's either a first gen, second gen. I've heard the second gens handle a lot better than the first gens. I've heard the second gens have actually more of a solid, I forgot how many point for the chassis, for all those needed components to make that chassis even more rigid compared to the first gen. So, but I like the first gen look. I don't know, guys. I mean, that first gen look, it's got that JDM look to it. It's got that JDM feel as well. Doesn't have all those, cup holders that you see from the second gen, all the later models have. But the first gen, what makes this special is that just the front headlights alone. If you look at that headlight, it's got that nice round teardrop kind of look to it, and how the front body just molds into it. It's got that sleek look, and it's just, I don't know, that's just my opinion. I like the first gen compared to all other gens. If I had a daily, and it would be a daily, not molested, it would be something, third gen, maybe fourth gen also as well, of the Honda Fits, just to get around town with. But we have this first gen. This is the first Honda Fit that I've owned, and what makes it so fun is that it's great on gas. It's easy to maintain. It's cheap on parts, both OEMs and aftermarkets. I mean, it's just like owning another Miata, but having it to be daily driven on. So those are some factors to consider when you do decide to either do acquire a Honda Fit. But if you're a Miata guy, I've already seen people both owning a Miata and the Fit, or Fit and Miata. They're just two great real cars, And again, this is coming from somebody who's owned a twin-turbo Toyota Supra, two Mitsubishi Evo 8s. I mean, I've had all that shit back then in my younger days, man. And now we're starting to slow things down a little bit. We got the scooters. We got, we got also now a little Honda moped. I mean, it's time to go slow a little bit. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need that little phase in life where slow, peppy, it's good enough. You don't need to have any Mopar vehicles going into this cult circus rings where you throw some gasoline on the floor, light it up on fire, and do donuts blocking a whole intersection. If you guys do stuff like that, good for you, man. But you know what? I'm in my 30s. Back then in our early days, on weekends, it was a lot different than how it is now with a lot of these younger generation kids out there purchasing every Mopar vehicle out there and just, oh my God. You guys, you know who you are. You're putting a real good name to the whole entire culture of what it means. But I guess that's your culture. God bless you. And for those who don't know exactly what it means to be owning a Honda Fit, the car is great on gas. Again, you can't stress that enough. I mean, when you're paying $4, maybe $5 in certain areas for fuel, you're gonna be begging to have some kind of car that's great on gas mileage. And the practicality. If you own one and you go inside and you freaking just play around with the rear seats, you open that hatch, you can fit so many items into there. You could probably camp in there. And I've seen videos of YouTubers out there who do own a Honda Fit. They go camping out in their Honda. They do it. The joy and fun that you get out of it, just driving around. Mine's a sport model, so it's got the pedal shifters there and the steering wheel. That's cool. That's a plus. I don't think they get enough credit for their stock speakers. They got tweeters there up in the front. I mean, it's clear. It's bassy. I'm shocked that it sounds just as good, probably compared to most other modern vehicles with Bose, setups. But coming out of a Honda, man, I'll take that again. I'll take that again. And I've seen some of these Honda Fits doing rally events. I'm shocked. For a front-wheel drive vehicle, I've seen people doing case swaps to it. I mean, that's the best part about being in the Honda culture right here, is that you can just add parts and then switch parts as long as you're mechanically confident and inclined. I don't see any negative, really, to what would be a con to owning a Honda Fit. I really can't. I think the positives and the benefits overweighs anything else. And I may be one individual that is just specifically saying that and targeting that because I'm all about JDM. But at the same time, I think it's a smart choice to consider. They say Miata is the answer. I think Fit's the answer too.